What's good, ladies and gents? Welcome to the MKL Pugilism Boxing channel where we talk all things boxing. Remember to like, subscribe to the channel, hit the bell notification, put it on all so you can get notified of all the latest content, latest material on this channel. So, yeah, let's get into this one. So, obviously, the other day, yesterday, or actually day before, there was a big announcement for all these different media outlets about the Undisputed Heavyweight Championship of the World, the fight that we've all been waiting for in the boxing community between Tyson the Gypsy King Fury and Anthony Joshua. So there wasn't a date or anything announced, but it was announced that by newspapers, journalists, everybody, that basically the fight has been signed. So you've got Team Fury, they've signed their contracts, they've got their part of the deal done, and you've also had obviously the Anthony Joshua side of it, 258 Management, Eddie Hearn, Matchroom Boxing. They've all basically signed their own individual parts of the contract, so it's like official. It was, we do have a fight. And recently, I think it was yesterday, Eddie Hearn himself came under a bit of fire because of the fact that Frank Warren, in an interview with BT Sport, who Warren is associated with, where it's his channel where he has all his fighters go on there and you get pay-per-views on BT Sport, and he was interviewed on there, and he made a statement, basically not an official statement. This was in an interview, and he said, well, Eddie Hearn sort of basically likes a bit of the limelight. He basically alluded to Eddie Hearn jumping the gun, because he said that, and I believe Warren on this, because I heard Frank Warren say on a Talk Sport interview when he was getting pressed about the fight, they're asking, when's this fight going to happen? We hear there's going to be an announcement. When is this announcement going to happen? And Frank Warren was very tight-lipped. He kept his lips sealed, and he basically said, look, I've signed an agreement between all the parties involved in this matter, and basically I'm not telling you anything. All I can tell you is that basically an announcement is imminent. All I can tell you is that we will have an announcement. We will have something to say to you very soon, but I can't tell you when that's going to be. I can't tell you anything really, but we've got an announcement that's imminent. And Hearn was pretty much on the same page. And Warren said that the reason he's displeased with Eddie Hearn is because Eddie Hearn has jumped the gun, and there was actually meant to be a joint announcement, according to what Frank Warren was saying. Basically, it was going to be announced by himself, also Bob Arum and Eddie Hearn as a collective, and that was only supposed to happen. We were only, according to Frank Warren, supposed to have an announcement when the date and the venue are secured. He said at the moment we're still sorting a few things out. So by Hearn making this announcement, he's actually jumping the gun, and it's actually premature, because yes, we've signed the contracts, but we haven't got a venue and we haven't got a date. So he shouldn't have really been running his mouth about this. He should have just basically said, that Hearn should have really just kept it zipped. He should have just not said anything, because apparently they've all signed non-disclosure agreement where they're not really supposed to talk or about this or make any announcements until the deal is actually done, and that announcement was meant to be collective. So understandably, I get Frank Warren's point of view. He's not very happy with Eddie Hearn because he believes Eddie Hearn has sort of jumped the gun, and he's gone out ahead of everybody else, and he's made an announcement that he shouldn't have made, basically. And I'm pretty sure, I haven't heard anything from Bob Arum, but I'm pretty sure Bob Arum will probably be in the same boat. And I also listened to Eddie Hearn's side of the story yesterday, and in an interview with Kugan Cassius on IFL TV, Eddie Hearn basically said that he didn't make an announcement. He said that he was having a conversation, or he was having an interview, and he was being asked certain questions. And he said that he was asked a question of, well, Eddie, is this fight actually signed? Do we actually have a deal? And he said that he answered this affirmatively, that basically, yes, we have signed the deal. So he said that all he done was he didn't make it as an announcement to say, yeah, the fight is going to be on this day at this time or whatever. He said that all he actually said in his interview was he just basically responded to a question, and he just said, well, we've all signed contracts, all teams have agreed, and we've all signed our contracts. And he said that he didn't mean it as an actual official announcement. He just meant it as an answer to a question. So that's kind of his defense against what Frank Warren is saying. I mean, I can understand both points of view. I can understand Hearn's point of view, because Hearn was saying that, yeah, look, at the end of the day, this is an undisputed heavyweight title fight, and all guys have put pen to paper. So he was saying that, well, I believe that this is a reason to celebrate. I believe this isn't something we should be quiet about. I believe this is something that we need to celebrate. This is something we need to embrace and we need to talk about. So according to, you got one side in Warren saying, nah, you're premature, you jumped the gun, you shouldn't have said anything. You've in Warren's word, he said that basically Eddie Hearn broke his word and he breached the terms of the agreement about not disclosing things. But then you've got Hearn's side, which says, well, I didn't breach anything. I didn't make an official announcement. I just answered a question and I spoke the truth that all parties have signed a contract. And I didn't say, there's a venue and everything and date secured. I just said, well, we've signed the deal. And that's sort of how Hearn defended himself. There's a lot of theories about this. Some people say Eddie Hearn is doing this intentionally, trying to rattle Team Fury to try and get them to hurry up. Maybe they're dragging their feet on something. There's multiple reasons for this. I don't know the exact reasons, but ultimately I'm just happy that, right, at least they have all signed. At least we know that to be factual, and we'll wait for further news. So yeah, I think he might have jumped the gun a little bit there, Eddie Hearn, but I get what he's saying, that he wants to celebrate this. He's just happy about this. And he said that if he meant it as a bigger announcement, then he would have done a lot more. He would have been on social media, would have really been banging a drum about it. So yeah, anyway, that's just a bit of breaking news for you there. Frank Warren not very happy with Eddie Hearn due to Eddie Hearn sort of jumping the gun. And yeah, let me know your thoughts in the comment section. And until next time, this is MKO Pugilism, over and out. Catch you on the next one.